Get out of here. I don't want your help.
Welcome back to Garage! Dan! Garage me! We're back on shit car. Now, yesterday, boys got the cage finished up at least the front half, got the roof rack welded on. Today, we're gonna be working on that ass. We're gonna be tearing out the rear end of this thing. Also, putting the suspension on, hopefully. I have never done this to a BMW. I've never worked on a BMW, period. So this will be all fun new stuff for me. I hope I don't break anything. Let's go.
All right, so Zach was back here working on shit car by himself because Vinny and Ron bailed on him. So I decided to, be a nice guy and actually get my hands dirty today, so.
Hurt, let that heart out.
I'm feeling.
I appreciate you, bro.
Zach is dropping the diff and figuring out what we got to do to the back of this thing for the Wisefab. And then the boys went ahead and ordered some rally spec suspension from Ksport, which I didn't even know was a thing. But if you take a look at the old Max Peetings, these are fully maxed out ride height wise. And this is base position and there's adjustment to go higher. So
Look at the girth of that piston.
shock versus shock. That's a big difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap these on in the front right now, and while Zach figures out the back, then we'll put the rears on and get that sorted out. The rears are right here, but let's just go ahead and knock this out.
Get it! Not this one, just the one 3 inches down. It is one straight pipe. There's no, it's just welded all the way through.
Wow. Okay, cut it.
Come on down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Trying to reinstall the bolts for the caliper to make sure that nobody forgets that this thing ain't on tight. Somebody with some muscles help me get this thing up on this table. I'm gonna tear this thing down there.
Kurt's got the biggest muscles here. Yo, hold on. Keep our man right here. Give Fisher Price my first time working on cars. How do you hold the knuckle up? The brake line?
It's not Fisher Price.
Brake line?
If the brake line isn't strong enough to hold your knuckle and caliper and rotor and everything, throw it in the trash. All right? Get yourself a new one. Vinny has a BMW.
You're working on a BMW?
No. Vinny has an M3, so
I have a shitty Nissan 240SX.
Wow, shitty?
Perfect example. Come here.
Shitty?
Come here. Ready?
Show me the shitty part. Is it your carbon doors?
Hold on.
Or is it your
Wait. Let's
BBS
look,
LMs?
let's look at how my brake caliper's held up right now. Zip tie.
Yeah,
Because you can't be having a dangly boy on there.
It's because you're a bougie BMW M3
No,
owner.
it's because I
That's
use my
why.
brain.
Is that working? Is that working?
Hey, you got one day to do this. Get back to work.
Perfect. You got me out of doing that. Perfect. Thanks, man.
You're supposed to be the one working.
Argument got me out of picking up that substance.
Vinny is king scumbag. Get out of here. I don't want your help. All right?
Why tape subframe out?
Because all that is this.
Because you don't really need anything besides the axle then.
Yeah, you're replacing all of this.
Little bitch.
The front suspension is pretty much wrapped up. We got the Rally K-Sport coilover locked and loaded, and then the Wisefab arm sitting pretty in there. So everything is on this side as well.
As for the rear, we got the rear subframe kind of all mocked up.
Yo, this thing is beautiful.
Yeah,
That's a piece of work right
this
there.
This shit looks so
Are
hardcore.
you guys gonna make this for an RX-7 Wisefab? Not necessarily for rally, just a full billet or whatever this is subframe, because your boy breaks a lot of stuff. So I need this.
We kind of have it all mocked up because we still gotta press the hubs in and bearings and all that stuff.
Got new ones on the way?
Yeah, apparently. And then
Probably smarter than using the old shitty shit one.
yeah, I mean, everything's, look, let's just face it, everything has been abused within an inch of its life, and it's surprising that any of it's still running. But like,
Honestly, I'm surprised it's not worse.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of tabs that were bent and or broken. For the most part, still pretty functional. Yeah.
So-
we gotta figure out if these need bushings.
This
But
is nice too, though.
yeah, this is all pretty fresh looking.
Solid diff cover and a little spacer. Pop that on there, and then it hooks up to the. That's
Yeah,
nice.
so it all bolts up to here, and then this has adjustable guys to thread in your bolts because that's where the control arms mount to.
Yeah, that's nice.
So we just gotta wait for a few more parts. Then after that, we can get to slapping the rest of the suspension together.
Subframe goes in, rear coilovers go in, drive shaft gets connected again, and then we can hopefully roll this car again. All right.
Hey.
Those aren't working on car pants.
No, these are walking in here questioning if we were beyond the pass of no return. I feel
Beyond
like
the-
shit car just isn't shitty anymore. I mean, like, these are some nice parts. These are some nice parts.
That's a nice part. This is what set it off. It's Jimmy Oaks' fault that this
It's
thing
also
got
James's
nice.
fault. And this is why I feel like it's beyond the point of no return, because I just really want to make it nice now. And I don't mean like real nice, but like I feel like we should like paint the interior to like match.
Maybe.
Like do things like that.
But I do like that.
Well, okay that we will crash it and destroy it. But I'm actually questioning, like, do we make it a little bit nicer? I mean, it's not like we're gonna spend money, it's spray paint.
Right. Existential shit car questions with Ron and Brian. This shit's getting real right now.
Look, it'll always be shit car, and we're always gonna drive it like it's shit car, and I think
Right.
that's the most important thing. But should this be that moment where we raise it back up? Like, original missile cars in Japan started as nice cars and then became missile cars. And then when it came to the US, people just built missile cars. So
Right.
They just built shitty cars. I don't know, do we raise shit car up only to drop it back down again? It's like the opposite of a phoenix.
Well, at the very least, I think it deserves a rear end again. I think we could give it a nice paint job. I think we could clean up a few
when we
little
say
things.
Nice paint job, we still mean spray paint.
Right.
But it's
Of
always had
course.
nice paint jobs, actually. I think shit cars always look good.
I don't know. Comment below. Let us know what you think. Should shit car get a lot nicer? Get like 10% nicer? Let us know. Paint the interior. Don't paint the interior. At least clean it up.
I mean, the original idea for shit car was it at some point was supposed to transcend into sick car. And we always, from day one, were like, yeah, let's just keep building this car up and we'll just keep throwing stuff at it. We'll keep crashing it. We'll keep rebuilding it. And then, like, eventually it'll just become a nicer and nicer car. And then we kind of abandoned that idea, and then it came back, and now it's actually just finding its way there.
All of a sudden, it's sicker than
Most of the
a
other cars.
lot of E36s.
Anyway.
Let us know.
We now return to your regular programming.
Welcome back to Garage. Today we're gonna try to get this Wisefab subframe assembly in the car, bolted up as best as we can. The big problem we're running into, this chassis has been beaten within an inch of its life. So nothing about this back here is straight. So we're gonna have to massage it with a hammer. There's so much dirt falling. Almost finished up doing the, getting the old diff in the subframe, just making sure everything fits and the bolts are in the right places that they need to be. But Jose came by to give us a hand on the on a little bit of fabrication that needs to be done here. What you got to do?
Looks like we're gonna have to cut this piece right here. So from here all the way to here, cut this piece, and then that'll make space for that top section where the diff bolts onto, and then we can actually bolt it on straight up without actually needing bushings.
So the subframe is hitting the bottom of the chassis here. I mean, you can see where Jose is pointing there. You probably need to just notch that out, and then right here, same deal. And then it's also hitting back here.
Maybe once we notch this, since it's gonna come back further, it might clear this area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What in the is going on in here?
Building a trophy truck, John.
You're building a trophy shit truck.
Totally endorse this idea. Doing a great job, Zach.
Thanks, bro. Okay, holy shit. After hours of hammering and repositioning, flap disking and cutting, the center section's finally in. We even had our buddy Sean come out. What's up, dude? How's it going? You may remember him from his right-hand drive C10 at the burn yard. Finally got it in. It looks sick. Now we can start attaching arms to it, hopefully, and
Good enough to hold it.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, solid mounted into the chassis, gonna feel nice in every single vibration. Real race car stuff. Isn't that right? Next steps, we're gonna bolt these arms up and pound one more hub bearing in, and we should have a rear end. The leverage is shit. This shit? Okay, so it is getting late here, but we've got that Wisefab subframe kit all in. Got the K-Sport rally spec shocks on. We are good to go. So now we can get this thing over to Dan and Jose to whip up some bash bars for it and get one step closer to smashing this thing off-road. That's a wrap!
Sweet home Alabama.
Johnny, I swear to God, if you keep saying that. Disrespected Leonard Skinner.
Just had me, not bananas.
Sweet home for Lord